Good morning, Chris.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. So today's topic, we're going to talk about Patch Tuesday from Microsoft. What is Patch Tuesday and why it's so important? So on the second week of every month, Microsoft releases a bunch of patches, security patches to fix their operating systems and Microsoft Office also. This month, it looks like July 2023, we have 6 0-day and 132 total flaws in the operating system. So to fix all those flaws, basically you set your machine, your Windows computer to either automatically update or your IT person sets a schedule to update the systems. So we do both depending on depending on the client, but our ultimate goal is to try to get those patches on the workstations in servers and laptops as quickly as possible for obvious reasons. So, a hacker can't exploit these vulnerabilities to take control of the various systems on your business network. So Chris, I'll just have you chime in if you would with a little bit more information on why Patch Tuesday is so important.
Yeah, sure. So, essentially what you're doing is you're closing the door on certain vulnerabilities that could be exploited. Generally, one of the big ones you hear about is something called the 0-day. And a 0-day is essentially, an unknown vulnerability to the software vendor of whatever the product is, whether it's Adobe, Windows, the operating system. And it hasn't been patched yet because it didn't exist yet, or it wasn't known by anyone yet. And those are, one of the most common ones you see Microsoft patching month to month.
Chris, maybe I'll chime in here with an example of one from this month, a 0-day from this month. I saw online that so basically there's a flaw in Microsoft Word, and last month they were targeting government officials involved in the Ukraine war.
Okay.
And they, because everybody, that's top of mind, so it's like an easy target. So they were trying to use this flaw in phishing emails. So to have them click a link, there was a vulnerability in the what they call the remote execution of Word. Without getting too technical, that gets patched in July, but it was a 0-day last month. So that gives you an idea of what Chris is talking about with the 0 days. They a lot of times are found by security researchers. Could be somebody Microsoft, could be somebody just that's their job, and that they let Microsoft know that there's a flaw, and then Microsoft researches that, runs it through its paces, and makes sure it's patched in the next cycle. Sometimes they do release patches outside of Patch Tuesday, but this one specifically is one of those 6 0-days that Chris mentioned in this article.
Yeah, no, and there's always a risk too where people are concerned with the stability, like, oh, the patch broke my system. End users are quick to jump to that. We usually do like a rollout where we test a few machines, see how it goes before, mass deployment. That's another thing to keep in mind. And there's various, patch management plans you may or may not use. You could leverage something like Intune, which is a Microsoft, included in a specific set of licenses for Microsoft 365. You leverage something like PowerShell, push out updates, GPOs, some, well-known RMM tools also have a way for you to patch system.
So I guess the key we're getting at here is it's an important day. It's something that your IT people or your machine should be set to auto update if you don't have IT people working on that. But it's critical every month that you take care of this stuff. All right, Chris, thanks again for helping on this topic, and talk to you soon.
All right.